The thing about extreme productivity is that it can be learned through focused, deliberate practice. This means that you could become more productive by learning the skills necessary to get the most out of your days. Everyone has the potential to become more productive, whether that's learning how to work more efficiently or improve your ability to manage time under different conditions. Mike and Erica Schultz learned to be extremely productive during the 5 years that they endured their son Ari nearly dying daily while they were running a company they built from the ground up that provided the necessary health insurance. They literally couldn't afford to fail and be able to maintain their son's health treatments, so they became experts on how to get work done, including opening international offices, all while having more children and caring for their ailing firstborn. T.I.M is an acronym for the time you have in your life and what you allocate to each moment. T is treasured time, I is investment, M is mandatory, and E is empty time. Compartmentalizing the hours in your day to these categories allows you to see where you can improve your productivity, both professionally and personally. Productivity doesn't just apply to the business world. How can you make the most out of the treasured time you have with your family? If you spend your family time trying to squeeze in moments of work or thinking you should be working, then you're wasting your family time. Odds are you're feeling guilty during your working time as well because you didn't get much out of your family time. You'll never get there if you don't have the drive to do it, no matter what the extraneous factors may be. Extremely productive people have a purpose. They make goals and then they break those goals down into accomplishable portions throughout the year, months, days, weeks. Then they get to work achieving those goals because they have a why, a purpose for achieving that goal. You have to change your habits and evaluate your daily routine to get the most out of your day and become extremely productive. Audit your daily schedule for a few days, track where you have lots of empty time, and see where you have investment and treasured time. Then get more proactive in changing your routine so you can re-engineer your habits. You need to get up and get going in the morning, not lounge around and waste time waking up staring at your phone. You also need to eliminate distractions that interfere with your investment time, like silencing your phone or reacting differently to interrupting stimuli in your environment. Figuring out your time priorities is key to being extremely productive in all areas of your life. However, that doesn't mean that once you do, you can't be flexible. Different days are going to call for you to be adaptable, and then you might be shifting your investment time to your treasured time, or your mandatory time might have a reschedule and you get extra time for either treasured time or investment time. For all accounts and purposes, eliminate empty time as much as possible. Treasured time can also be those self-care moments when a bubble bath or beer and sports are on the agenda. It's not just making memories with your kids or loved ones. No is a sentence all on its own. It doesn't require a subject or predicate. You just state it and move on. Sometimes, especially in professional settings, the way you say no to someone is important and needs to be done with decorum. But you will have no time at all for anything or anyone if you are constantly accepting assignments, guilt, plans, and requests that take away from your productivity. Obviously, you have to be selective about your use of no. You don't want to tell an interested investor no because you are in the midst of heading off for your treasured time. That's when we go back to being adaptable and figure out how to be proactive and prioritize our time to best meet our needs.